Hello everyone and welcome to another Magical Moon video. Everything is definitely back to normal here. It was bedlam in the barn. We came down this morning. There were donkeys where they shouldn't be. There were horses where they shouldn't be. So BFG and little Captain Jack were in one stable. We had Eeyore, the escapee, and obviously the turkey and the chickens. And I think even Kimmy was in on the action. So it was all a bit hectic. Everyone was safe. They just decided where they wanted to go. Today we've got something very special coming up. It's going to be a reunion or a union for the first time ever. And it's to do with these guys. And then I'm going to introduce two new members of the team. So don't go anywhere. Oh baby boy. You're like a proper teenager now, aren't you? Oh, you good boy. Guess who you're going to see today? You're going to meet your little brother. So we haven't done any AI and we haven't fast forwarded. This is Tiny Tim's big brother Eeyore, and he was a similar size to Tiny Tim when he came with Sweet Pea, and he's just by circumstance never met his brother, and we're going to share that moment with you today. I can't wait. It's going to be so heartwarming. As I say, it was just circumstance because Sweet Pea was expecting. We moved him down to preempt the fact that she'd need that maternity unit with Tiny Tim, and he palled up with the lovely old Tintin, who's kept him under his wing, and he's now down with Peggy and Pip the Poitus. So, without further ado, let's take him down and introduce him to his very special little brother. So you might have noticed with the donkeys, they do this kind of talking. It's a silent talk, but they move their mouths and it's a communication between them. And it's so lovely to see that Eeyore's very, very settled. He's fine with his little brother. But it's nice for him just to be able to catch up with Sweet Pea and just let her know that all's well. And she can hear him because, as you've probably heard in the videos, there definitely is a morning chorus, there's a noon chorus, and then there is the nighttime chorus. And now I'm even just starting to get an ear for each individual donkey, which, if someone had said that not so many moons ago, I'd have thought it's never going to happen. But as they say never, and here's the proof. As with everything here, we keep it pretty flexible, and it changes day to day. And it was only because Eeyore escaped last night that we're able to get him, and he came up into where the Poitus are, and then we thought, what better opportunity to meet his brother for the first time. And the hope is that one day they'll all be together. And obviously Tintin, you know, will be part of that herd. So there will probably be these four guys and the other four Poitus as one big, well, donkey herd, all on themselves. It's those tentative steps for Tiny Tim still, and we've got a long way to go. But I just can't wait to see them all running free. It's going to be very, very special. And of course, we'll share it with you guys. Let's go and meet a couple of members or new members of the team. Okay, so we're outside what is going to be Thomas's new digs. It's going to be reinforced, and we're going to have options to open gates up to let him walk out here to come and go as he pleases. There's lots of other work to be getting on with. We've got all that groundwork. We've got to get out the mud, get some stone down, and then we can rebuild that first shelter so that we have the option of being able to move Max, because he needs to come and go as well. But we'll also be able to do it as a game of two halves. But I can't do it on my own, and I've got a very special friend who's going to be part of the team as we move forward in what is being made possible by everyone from around the world, all those magnificent donations, which will ultimately be Petra's promise and Thomas's new house. And here's the man himself. It's my great friend Simon, who was instrumental back in the day. He helped when I was working with him. He helped. He gave a wonderful donation which enabled us to go and get Cinderella from the Belgian border. He's a real true hero. He's got a lovely heart, but more importantly, he's a very handy man to have around. And so we're just going to explain what we're doing here, and Simon's up for helping.
Yeah, definitely.
So look, that's a bit of concrete which has slipped off there. That was obviously up and on there, but it's not locked into.
It's what they put a beam and then it fell over.
I think they've just I think, to be honest, they put a bit of shutter in here and just poured a bit of concrete, so it's not locked into this or this.
Yes, it's fell.
So what we could do is come on the out, to keep it simple, we could come on the outside, put pins and pegs in here.
Yeah.
You know, just whatever bit sticking out, and then.
Oh, see, it's moved that way, isn't it? The whole thing.
Yeah,
moved that way.
yeah.
I see. Yeah, look. There's a gap between it. Okay, right.
And along here we've got a bit of fill, but I mean I can, because this is all just muck, this all just used to run off down here, so it all needs kind of shoring up. So it is on the move, but the biggest concern is really having that weight on the roof, isn't it? So we need to obviously look at that, and then I think like I said, the posts that surround it. So we've got 6, 7. Yeah, so there's 9 posts, 9 main structure posts with the pods underneath.
Okay.
And like you said, if we have to kind of do one bit and then move him over and do the other bit, we can work at it in a section. But yeah, I think here we've got to try and we'll see.
Yeah, we've got to stabilise that, haven't we? And do you reckon it's dropped as well?
I think so. I think we could get the laser on it and just have a look.
It looks it. Yeah.
And here I am with the new member of the team. It is the most indispensable item on the building site, and it's going to help massively with that reconstruction of Thomas's new home. But not forgetting moving on to Petra's promise and all the other stuff on the farm. It's just such an asset, and as you can see, it's already been put to good use by Toby. I don't think she's ever going to be cold all the time she's here. It's just never ending. It's so exciting, the future, and thanks to you guys for making it possible, but also for joining us on this journey. I'm going to say, stay magical, lots of love, and we'll see you next time.